it on YouTube, so that you can watch it later at home, or 3 or 5 years later you can also watch it and see how improved you got. Can we start?
Yeah. Should be good.
So I would like to start first with about my employment journey. So how all the jobs that I have been through. I'm only 21, so not that much of experience, working experience, but I hope I have enough to bring out my point. So started when I was 16. I was studying in my high school, 11th grade, and my, one of the the guy who sits next to me, working at the moment for Hoa Học Trò magazine, and because he was sharing with me the first article he got. So I got interested, and at that time I really want to write an article about people shouldn't try motorbike on the side work. So I asked him if he can introduce me to work to write in Hoa Học Trò, and he introduced me, and then I got in, and that's when I got my first job. And the first job means a lot to me because I can buy iPhone 4. I wanted so much, but I couldn't buy it myself without the job. So with Hoa Học Trò salary, I can get myself a second-hand iPhone 4. So it was really happy for me. And next, when I moved to Finland, when I was 18, I started first in Lahti University of Life Science. I didn't know anybody there. I didn't have any connection there. So I just moved there during the very dark winter time, and without any hope for getting a job. But of course, as you know, a foreign student coming to another country for study, maybe getting a job is something you always consider and would like to have. And I was so lucky that my flatmate, who is at that time was delivering newspaper, and I think it's kind of the classic job here for foreign students. And I just asked her if she can also introduce me to the job, because I didn't know anybody. So she's working there, so maybe she can talk with her boss or manager, for example. And luckily I got in again. So I got my first job, although it's really hard working. And also the salary is not too good, but it's still enough for me to earn my flight ticket back to Vietnam after the first semester. And after that, I took the entrance exam again and moved to Helsinki, studying in Haaga-Heinius, University of Applied Science. And again, I'm looking for a job to secure my living, because I never want to be a burden, a financial burden for my family. So the more any pennies count for me. So and another very lovely flatmate of me once again introduced me to a job, a cleaning job. Although yeah, it's just cleaning job, but it's really a saving. Because I was running out of money at that time, and it really helped me to pay my expenses during the winter, the second winter I have in Finland. And then come the financial, come the time that I have to prove the Finnish immigrant office that I have 7,620 euros in my account, so that I can continue my second year in Finland. And the thing is, back then I have 30 euros in my bank account, and with the cleaning job, it's a freelance contract, so I couldn't take it as a proof of income. And luckily enough, one of my friends, who is a girlfriend of my friend, introduced me to a restaurant job, for which I'm still working at the moment. And that job literally granted me a chance to continue staying in Finland. Otherwise, maybe I wasn't here now talking to you. So the point I want to make is that I realized if not for the guy sitting next to me in class, I wouldn't have my iPhone 4. If not for my flatmate in Latvia, I couldn't get my trip back to Vietnam. If not for the friend who shared the flat with me in Helsinki, I couldn't continue my stay in Finland, and wouldn't the job in the restaurant, the friend who recommended me that job, I couldn't stay here to study until this moment. And latest, if it's not for Daniel, this is Daniel. I was working with him from February, and if it's not thanks to him, I wouldn't start Entrepreneurs of Finland, which is a platform to share stories, in-depth inspiring story about entrepreneurs here. And without Daniel encouraging me to join BDS, I couldn't join to this event as well. And so I believe I found out that relationships is the secret to a better life, and relationship is what bring you more opportunity to help you to get what you want in life. Sorry. Anybody here has experienced loneliness? Have you ever feel lonely? Please raise your hand if you did. Please keep your hand raising if you lately feel lonely. Okay, okay. For those who still feel lonely every now and then, lately, I have bad news and good news for you. So bad news is loneliness can kill. Scientists found out that feeling lonely is as damaging and harmful like smoke 15 cigarettes a day. So it's way more dangerous than obesity. And but the good news is good relationship can cure and prevent loneliness. So the questions at the moment, sorry, I think we also have two other members come. So maybe leave the door open. No, hang on. So loneliness can be cured, can be prevented by good relationship. So the problem is how to get good relationships, how to find true friends, how to have all trustworthy, reliable, cheerful friends, family members, or people around you, how to do that. So I was luckily enough to study in Latvia and met one friend of mine who I believe is a master of building reliable relationships and personal values. And he shared with me a very great lesson that I always keep in mind. It's about 3 simple questions that you can always ask yourself whenever you are, wherever you are, in order to remind yourself how to behave, how to treat people, so that you can nurture all your relationships. So the first question is that who is the most important person in your life? So when I was asked that question, it took me a while to consider it, because I have so many important people in my life. And also, what metrics am I supposed to use to compare the importance of people in my life? How can I value them? But my friend the answer from my friends really blew my mind. So I can share with you the most important person or people in my life is you. So you, all of you. Because if I tell you the most important person in my life is, for example, my first answer, my mom at home. why I'm here, why I'm even here talking with you, or being in Finland 8,000 kilometers away. Weren't I supposed to be home and taking care of her if she's really the most important person in my life? So I believe that if I treat you or I talk with you and keep in mind that you are the most important person in my life, then it will make the difference. You will feel different completely, and I believe that it will bring our relationship to the next level. And the second question is that what is the most important moment in our life?
Now.
Yeah. But maybe this is unplanned. This is an unplanned part from my preparation speech. But you are correct. This is now, and the reason why is that we have so many memorable moments in our life. For example, the time the second I was born, isn't it memorable? Isn't it important? Otherwise, how can I be here? The first kiss, for example. But so there are so many memorable moments. So it will, if you need to choose one, it will be a decision fatigue, because they're way too much and you need to consider a lot. So the answer from my friend, just like he said, is now. So if you, so now is the most important in my life. The same with when I will be home tonight eating my dinner. It will also be the most important moment in my life. So by being present, you really make a difference and you really enjoy life. Because 6 months later, like during the last 6 months, I was experiencing what I can call quarter-life crisis. I feel really lonely. I don't know if I'm in the right track or not. I feel, I know that I need to write my thesis. I know that I need to find a job, but I really don't know what step I should do and how can I get there, how can I graduate happily, and how can I choose to do what really matters to me. So I bumped into mindfulness. So mindfulness is a technique that you cherish the current moment. So be in the present. Just breathe in and breathe out. So I hope that you can practice mindfulness with me just for a little while. Just breathe in. You are alive. Breathe out. Isn't it so beautiful to be alive? Forgot. Yeah, oh, I'm sorry. Then I forgot to tell you to release that. You will do. So in mindfulness, what I learned in mindfulness technique is also they encourage people to be in the present moment. So not worrying or regretting things that you have done in the past, the thing that you couldn't change anymore, or neither the past nor the future. So not worrying about the problems that not yet happened to you. So just cherish the current moment that you're having. And the last question is that what is the most important activity that you should do in your life? Maybe we can think about it for a while. The most important activity. No worries.
Chụp cái này hay.
So, yeah, we want to share. Maybe we can have some interaction with the audience now, letting you share your thoughts. If you can choose one. Sleep? Yeah, that's true. I found out lately that if I didn't sleep 8 hours every night, then I would die faster. That's really important.
Well, I guess breathing.
Breathe? Yeah.
If you don't breathe for 3 minutes, I guess you die faster than sleep.
That's true. Very concrete logic. Anything else? Anything else? But maybe in order to nurture good relationship, can you sleep and nurture a good relationship, or can you breathe and nurture a good relationship? So we can narrow down the purpose. What activity?
Most important activity to nurture.
Yeah, to nurture a relationship. Yeah.
Is to eat.
To eat.
Yeah.
Eat. You eat or others? You feed
Yeah, we
others.
eat together.
Ah.
I can nurture.
Eat the other.
Yeah.
I hope any vegan here won't be offended.
No, cannibalism.
Okay. Okay, so I can share now with you the answer from my friend. He told me that the most important activity you should do in your life to get a meaningful relationship is to always help others. So by giving everything you can for others. And this is what I always heard from the entrepreneurs that I interview. So I have been interviewing 10 entrepreneurs already from different types of industry. They are from 7, 8 nationalities living here in Finland, but they all of them share the same vision about giving and helping others before you can receive something back. So giving, helping without the expectation to receive back. And so that's the 3 important questions that I learned from my friend in Lahti that I believe truly helped me to better my relationship until this moment. So who is the most important to you? What is the most important time, moment, and what is the most important activity that you should do? I believe life is all about asking the right questions to yourself and to others. Thank you very much. So we have 4 minutes left for discussion. Would you like to discuss about
the last question?
The last question?
Yes. Do you have problem when you're giving so much?
Actually, even before I give, I have people, should I give or not? So it's actually not really easy, and at the moment I'm not really all the time giving. I'm practicing it, and I try to keep it in an appropriate level or extent, because if I don't know, it's just the lesson that I learned, and I think that I need to try more and more, but not really that I always give. Yeah.
Do you have your giving class, for example, like class 1, you're gonna give about 50%, class 2, you're gonna give about 20%?
No, not at all. I just keep in mind, and every time somebody asks me for help, then I try to say yes and to have them in some extent. But it's just something to keep in mind. Yeah. But thank you so much for your questions. I think it's really concrete questions to think about. Yeah.
So, what do you have to give? What do you have that you can give away?
At the moment, I think I can give you all one thing that I'm having now, my time. And I believe it's valuable, at least valuable for me. My time and my time really being here. So I'm not worrying about the articles I need to write at home. But I'm here.
You give your story.
Yeah.
Can I ask about the motivation of giving for others? So because there are many ways to motivate you to start giving.
Yeah.
Like it can be come from the selfishness that you want to give to gain something back from you for your agenda. For example, or you want to give because you're just an altruistic person, that you just give whatever you want. If you think that person in need of help, and even that person didn't ask you help, would you help? Like, what is your motivation?
Motivation. So for me, I don't know about others, but for me, lately, I feel really, I mean, it's a true joy when you give somebody and they really surprise or they really appreciate it. Just the appreciation of the other people can really be a motivation for me. Like if I can, I don't know if I can help them to get really a physical outcome, but if they just say thank you to me, or they just say, oh my God, thanks to you that I can do this, I can do that, that I really feel happy and I really feel like I'm living for, I have some meaning in my life, like what, to like see the value in myself. So I think that's what the motivation of mine.
So you giving others in order to make yourself feel good.
That's probably true. Yeah. So maybe I'm giving for myself, giving that pleasure to myself, in a way. Yeah. Anything else?
Theoretically, it's not giving, is it trading?
Maybe, yeah. It is what? Trading. Okay.
Well, it's different.
Giving is basically you have to give even that you don't feel good.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Maybe you have to phrase it a bit different, then the word would be correct.
Okay. Yeah. It's something to think about.
Yeah, because like giving too much with the altruism, you might have a chance to be exploited.
Yeah, to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, taken advantage of. So yeah, you wouldn't want that, right?
I don't know, comparing between being taken advantage of and having nothing for people to take advantage from. I think I want to be taken advantage of, at least to feel I make some value into this life. Like my existence is not only for myself, but I help somebody have a chance to exploit, for example. Anything else? Is it 20 minutes? Okay, yeah. So thank you so much for your time and listening.
Yeah, so VES is very appreciated to have Hannah in our team.
Thank you.
And so